There we go. We must be live. Hey, everybody. Welcome to a special Friday evening session. I was not able to get to any of the free readings in this evening session. I have a couple donations to finish up and then my YouTube channel members. So apologies that I did not get to the free readings, but I'll be back tomorrow morning, 11 a.m. Mountain Time, and then also tomorrow night at 6 p.m. Mountain Time if you want to try then. And if not, Sundays are very special in that when I have my 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Mountain Time session, whatever I don't get to, free readings, whatever, I do come back on later after spending time with my Praying Mantis members and, of course, eating so I don't pass out. But I do make sure you get messages on Sunday. So if you want to join me then, absolutely. Please join me then or give it a try tomorrow and tomorrow night. Sometimes I do have free readings completed. Just sometimes I don't, and feel I'm tempted to feel bad about it. My little inner child feels bad. So thank you guys for your patience in that. Um, if you're interested in being one of my YouTube channel members, because I do always come back on to make sure I finish their free readings, then there's a link down below. My Zen Cricket's $2.99 a month. My Praying Mantis is $7.99 a month. And in addition to getting prioritization and making sure that you do get your readings each day that I go live on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. On Wednesday nights, all YouTube channel members, both Zen Cricket and Praying Mantis, we have a 2-hour session for as many readings and whatever we want to do, past life readings, oracle readings. And then for my Praying Mantis, we have Thursday an extra 2-hour session, and then Friday and Saturday after those sessions in the evening, we have an extra hour, and then on Sunday an hour. So if you're interested, there's a link down below. Or if you're interested in having a personal reading, there's a link down below. I have a ton of different personal readings that I do. So if you're interested in going really deep, then definitely check those out. If you think we go deep in these readings, you should see those personal readings. All right. So let us dive in. So this is going to be the order. We've got donations. I've got Maria and then Brenda. So Tejada. So you guys will be the first two with donations. And then I'll jump to the free readings, which will be quicker because it's just 1 or 2 cards for those. But then I have Kelly, CJ, Sean G, and then Moonlight 5. So that will be the order in which these are completed. All right. So, Maria, time for Days of Our Lives. Thank you so much for your donation. I appreciate that. Let me just scroll this up so I can see the questions there. So first we'll find out what are the feelings and thoughts towards you today. So feelings, they want to do feelings and thoughts together today. All right. And then what's coming for you and Walter this weekend? Those are those 3. And then did he like that you wore the pendant on a necklace? All right. Let's take a look here. Got that one there. And then he came to see you these last 2 days, Wednesday and Thursday. Does he know he has feelings? I don't think he's that stupid that he doesn't. I love your spirit guides. Duh. That's funny. But let's take a look here. So, feelings and thoughts coming together here. So, yeah, we definitely have. Well, we've got the first card, always, whoa, Nelly, Knight of Coins. So that's the slow, wanting to take it slow, trying to take it slow. But the Palace of Cups, the palaces are unique to this deck in that they are, there's a palace for each of the minor arcana suits. And the Palace of Cups is like building a place of safety to express emotions. Wow, right? And then we've got the 8 of Swords. And look, this poke in the butt. The 8 of Swords is about, they're becoming aware of their own thoughts and beliefs and mindsets that have made them feel restricted and trapped. And they're flowing through that. They're learning, they're letting go of expectations. But I like this. They're wanting to take their time. They're building a safe space of emotional sharing. And this 8 is, four swords on each side. It's a good flowing number. They're really facing old belief systems, and they're realizing a lot of stuff that would make them feel stuck and trapped before isn't true. It isn't necessary because they're experiencing with you that it doesn't have to be that way. And I like that they're realizing things and dropping those away. So I like that. And then what's coming for you and Walter this weekend? All right, let's take a look here. Well, you got Leo energy here with the strength card coming in. So a little bit of Leo fire energy. Normally, this is about like connection with our human to our higher self. But this, with this combination of these others, because you've got Leo fire energy with that card. You got Aries fire energy with the Emperor. And then you've got the Page of Wands, more fire energy, heightened attraction, heightened passion and activity. So be careful. Don't, again, remember, Knight of Coins. I wanted to take it slow. I'm wanting to take it slow, but um, it's funny. It's reminding me of like someone that I think it was like the first date, and started making out, and they were like, well, we got to stop or we're gonna have to go do something about this, right? They're like, whoa, whoa, whoa. And I'm like, oh, I don't do that on the first date. And they're like, well, it's almost midnight. And I feel like that's their kind of thinking, is like, well, I want to go slow, but that's just kind of this funny side of them coming out. So that's funny. And then, did he like that you wore the pendant on a necklace? Yeah, the Queen of Swords, balancing of head and heart. Actually, the Queen of Swords is like you really like that. It's again, with this, it's one of my cards of that represent like what a great compatible person we are. It's just like you do the things that just, yeah, and they do the things that are just like, yeah. So you guys are very compatible. You kind of fit like a glove, and so they did like that, is what that says. And then, does he know he has feelings? Yeah, you got the Ace of Wands, so he definitely knows his passions. And the Two of Coins is the balancing coming in here. So he knows he has feelings. There's definitely the volcano that's, erupting and, burning inside, and they're trying to balance that out because, again, they don't want to rush. They want to do things right. But I just feel like this, especially with this Taurus full moon ruled by Venus, it's a lot of fiery energy that's happening. Let's see what your fortune cookie is here. What else do they want you to know? What else could this mean? Oh, I'm doing it on the other camera. I didn't do the dual cameras in this session. What else could this mean? And here's your saying here, and I'll read that. It says, there are always multiple ways to look at every situation. Our first reaction is usually rooted in our fears and limiting beliefs. Look at a situation today by stepping outside of the trigger and ask, what else could this mean? I love that. So today's soul action, is there something your soul is calling you to learn in this moment, or is there a pattern that's ready to be broken? Walk in the other person's shoes and see it from their perspective. If it doesn't involve someone else, ask yourself, how is life happening for me right now? So I like that, though, about stepping into his shoes, and I feel like you guys do. That's why you guys mesh so well, is because you do look at it. It's like you look at things from each other's point of view, but you're so alike in so many ways. It's the same point of view anyway. That's funny. All right. So that's what they have for you, Maria. Thank you again for your donation. Appreciate you. And then Brenda, Tejada, thank you for your donation and the rainbow unicorn sticker. Thank you. All right. So you want a general in love with the Billy Goat for tonight and tomorrow. Thoughts, feelings, intentions, and communication. All right, let's take a look here. So let's look at those first. Let's look at thoughts, feelings, intentions. And what about communication? Can you tell me about communication? All those communication and the general reading too. Okay, there's 5 cards. I'm like, wow. Boom. Okay. So, first of all, thoughts for this weekend here. All right. Well, I like this. 7 of Swords means they're really becoming aware of the old ways and thoughts and things that would have kept them feeling restricted and small and then still things and possibilities out of their life. But the 3 of Wands is about changing of directions, doing things differently than they've ever done in the past. I like this. I just feel like they're really in this space of I don't want to do what I've always done and get what I've always gotten. I want to do things differently. I want to and they and it's you make it easy for them to do things differently because of who you are, which is great. Before it was like pulling teeth, but you are I don't know. We'll see what that energy is here. But they just see you in this different way that is more flowy, is more intelligent, because you're like you get stuff and you don't and they're like, I don't have to explain it all. And they're just like, you get it. And you get how this act of kindness or whatever, something that they do, how special it is, where the other was be like, where's the ring or whatever. And I feel like you're more have this appreciation, gratitude kind of thing. Let's see what else we have here. What are their feelings here? All right. Yeah, a lot of releasing of these fears because you had the 7 of Swords, now you have the 9 of Swords and the Palace of Wands, which they had this fear before of expressing their passion, expressing this. And the Palace of Wands is about creating a safe space to express passion and energy and attraction. Um, and before they were afraid to speak up, to do things outside of the norm in relationship and energetic expression too, not just sensuality or sex or whatever, but it's this energy of creating a safe space of being able to express your passion, whether it is an outburst if you need one. It's like, do it, come on. I like this evolution kind of energy that's coming in here, and I just feel like they're really becoming comfortable in realizing this. It's like they get it. They're like, yeah, I like where this is going. I like what we're creating, and it's different, and I like that. Intentions. King of Coins. Yeah, King of Coins. They want to fulfill and ground and be that source of abundance in a lot of ways, not just financially, but they want to be someone who can care for someone, but who isn't feeling like they're being used by someone. And that's one of the things that set you apart too, is that you don't come across that way. You're not like looking for a sugar daddy. You're looking for like so much more than that. Sure, if you have you know if you're a billionaire, sure, why not? I'm not going to throw you out of bed, but there's got to be more than just that, right? You're so funny. Or your spirit guides are. All right. And then let's talk about communication in general with love this weekend for you too. Yeah, so we do have the 9 of Wands, which is perseverance and pushing through here. Moon energy. So this does feel like there's a heightened, you know, Taurian energy. It's Sagittarius on there, but next to the King of Coins, I just feel like that moon energy is activating that. 7 of Coins. It's like there's been patience, but I feel like they've been there's been perseverance and patience and working and kind of going slow-ish between the two of you guys, but I feel like this weekend I just feel like things speed up. Let's see what these other cards are. Yeah, I got the Ace of Swords. A lot of clarity coming in, which makes sense with these other swords that are coming in. They definitely, it's new communication. Ace of Swords is clarity in communication. And that's pretty amazing too, even with like Mercury retrograde, it has gone into its pre-shadow. So it's not the big Mercury retrograde is the Monday before Thanksgiving. So it's starting to get staticky in communication, but I feel like he really punches through because he's so excited about doing things differently. And you got the Tree of Life. And this is the path of life, and let me see what this other card is with it here. Yeah, the Knight of Cups. Movement of emotion. So this is the path of um sharing the heart. And because the Tree of Life, this is the Kabbalah Tree of Life, and it's like there's movement. This is like our higher self when we go through this journey to come down into human form. But this Knight of Cups is about our pursuit of a higher love that we get from our higher self. But I feel like whatever's developing this weekend really feels like you guys get a glimpse of that feeling of it's like almost euphoria of sitting in a bubble of unconditional love. And I just feel like there's these moments where you just like surreal, you know. So I like that. Yeah, and they have the 5 of Wands. So there is this change of energy from feeling lower vibrational to higher vibrational coming in with all that too. There's that Leo fire energy. So there is like this uptick in passion and connection, and I just feel like there's gonna be a lot. I don't know if he's gonna if he's gonna share a lot of it. I feel like he's gonna communicate with you, but I feel like all of those ahas he's getting, he's, just really, looking at it, and that's such Capricorn energy too, the thinker, the big thinker, but I feel like they wanna share it, but I feel like they'll only share little parts of it because he's like, you know, "It's gonna I don't wanna be stupid," but, I feel like you can draw it out of him because 'cause you're Aquarius, you're Aquarius air, so you can be like, um, and use your intuition to kinda, "Do you mean like this?" And then "Yes," and you can draw more out of him. And then your fortune cookie is, "Who are you ready to forgive?" No one. They all deserve penalty. I'm just kidding. But you've got your this is the message here. If you can read that, I'm going to read it to you anyway. It says, "I am not what happened to me. I am who I choose to become." That's Carl Jung. Is it time to let go, forgive, and move onward? Is your soul ready to forgive someone else or yourself? Forgiveness brings sweet release, freedom, and insight. Look at it from their shoes. Notice how you grew and what you learned. Who do you want to become, and how is this resistance holding you from what your soul wants? Kind of feel like this is what they're going through too. Today's soul action: write a forgiveness letter and then practice the Ho'oponopono prayer today. It's Ho apostrophe Oponopono. If you want to look that up, if you're not familiar with it, you probably are. But look that up and practice that prayer today while thinking of the person that you're ready to forgive. And the prayer is, "I love you. I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you." I love that. So that is what they have for you, Brenda. Sounds like a nice weekend. All right. So thank you again for your donation. Many blessings to you. All right. And then let me dive into the free readings here for my YouTube channel member. So we got uh, Kelly, then CJ, then Sean G, then Moonlight. All right. And these will be 1 to 2 card readings, so they'll be a little faster. So, Kelly, You'd like to get an update on your energies and what's to come now that it's after 1111 portal and all the astrological things that happened. Oh, I know, right? Well, we're still riding the waves. Those are rippling, right? And then we got Saturn going direct today. So we're coming out of a really inner reflective period too. That and we're going to be during the post shadow, kind of looking at what did we learn during that. Okay. And so we'll see what else they want you. Anything else they want you to know here? I feel like it was this one right here. All right. So your energies currently are really focused on past life connections. I wonder with who. And 10 of coins, which is about partnerships. So your energy really, you have like this huge amount that you're investing in thinking and if not consciously, subconsciously, because past life energy is bubbling below the surface. And the 10 of coins, it's one of my relationship cards. I'm not sure that's the 9 of coins, but I feel like this is, the energy anyway, because the 9 of coins is about you being alone with spirit in your kind of hermitude and feeling like you're kind of drawn, looking forward to that 10 of pentacles energy. So it is, drawing that in, drawing that in. Um, but yeah, it's just like that's the current state of your energy. And they're like, there's no judgment in it. I feel like spirit is going, they're acknowledging it and going, yeah, it's there. And it's really been activated. So it's like, especially, with, I don't know, I just feel like the veil has changed. It's like it's become even thinner. And, like at the beginning of this year, I felt like usually we're like 90% subconscious, 10% conscious, right? And I feel at the beginning of this year, we went to like um, 11% conscious and 89% subconscious. Well, I feel like we're going another percentage in where we're getting more access, where we're realizing from our human standpoint that energy and that connection and that flow. So I feel like that's what's going on here. And I feel like spirit is just saying, there's a lot of this stuff going on, there's a lot of clarity coming in. So, yeah, you're not imagining it. Um, it is expanding. It's not gonna decrease. It's not gonna go, "Oh, back." It's like, nope, it's only gonna keep growing as we move towards, 4th dimension, 5th dimension on the planet. So, there we go. Right? So that's what they have for you, Kelly Kelly. So many blessings to you. And then CJ, you would like a general message. Let's see, what does Spirit want you to know right now? Oh, there's 2 cards. Boom. All right. So, a lot of energy coming in here with the 2 of Wands, which is your power of where you invest in your energy, and the 10 of Wands. The 10 of Wands is an interesting card, especially with this 2 of Wands coming in, because sometimes, I mean, they usually don't show it in such a burdensome, you know, uh, kind of picture. They usually have someone carrying 10 wands, which can be looked at 2 ways. That's that 2 of wands, the choice of energy, right? Because one can look at it as, oh, what a burden they're carrying all that stuff. It must be horrible. It must be painful. Or, wow, they must be so amazed with that because that's their harvest. Look at the harvest they got. 10 stabs, tough 10 wands. Woohoo, right? And that's what this is coming in. The 2 of wands is telling you that every moment is a choice between lower vibration, higher vibration, and there's no wrong choice, just different choices with different outcomes. And it's just a reminder of that no matter what is happening, what you're looking at or going through, you know, once you recognize that, oh, I'm in victim mode, feeling fear, feeling out of control, all those delicious feelings we have in that lower vibration. And I'm like, okay, I've had enough. That you can, it's almost like flipping a switch. As soon as it's like, what am I grateful for? What's funny? What do I want to laugh at? What's of unconditional love? And we can raise our love vibration. like that, boom, right? And they remind me of like I must have been like 2 or 3 years old. I have an older brother who's about 3 years older than me, and those old swing sets made of metal, and he shoved me a little, and I fell back because I was probably toddling, and I fell back and I hit my head on the bar, just barely, but because it was hollow and it's metal, it echoed, and I was gonna cry and cry and cry, and I got up and he ran up to me, shook me, and he was like, "Laugh, laugh." Well, he didn't wanna get in trouble, but in that moment, I still remember that. I have still picture it in my head because in that moment, I must have learned something subconsciously that I can choose my emotion. 'Cause I was supposed to cry, but he's telling me to laugh, and I can laugh, so I'm gonna laugh, and I did, and then we didn't get in trouble. We went on to play, and then blood was gushing out of my head. No, it wasn't, but I like that energy of, you get to choose, you get to choose, you get to choose. So I feel like that's the message for you right now, CJ. Right? So many blessings to you. And then Sean G, you were up. Thank you for your donation earlier. I appreciate that. And you want to know what are V's feelings about you since your date? All right. Let's take a look here. All right. So we got two cards coming in here. All right. So we've got the Three of Swords, which is about expectations and fear of heartbreak, right? And the Ten of Coins, the Ten of Pentacles, which is about relationship and fullness of life, but it's one of my partnership cards, right? So I don't know what they're scared. They're scared of a relationship. They're scared that they'll disappoint. No, there's just something about when I'm tapping into their energy and I'm looking at the like the date, I feel I don't want to say inferior, but like out of your league. Not even that extreme, but like I don't know if I can keep up. Wow, it's kind of that self-reflection, self kind of the fear of letting someone down that, and it can be that, you know, um, I mean, you don't have to have communicated a lot of expectations to them. They already existed before the date, before they even met you. They had this long list of supposed to be and should be and need to be and have to be and must be. And so they were triggered into going, wow, I'm going to let you down. You have such grand expectations of what you want from someone. And you're like, what? Where'd you get that from? But it was all in the air. And I kind of feel like they really, I mean, like they can see, like, wow, how abundant a life could be with you. But they're also like, oh, but I'd screw it up. And so there's that little fear that's there, and so being aware of that is good because you can if you really like them and you want things to progress, then you can focus on what you're grateful for, because that will counteract because when we share what we're grateful for in someone, one, it draws more of that in, our energy does, but for the other person, they're like, "What? Really? You really like that about me?" And they start to build their confidence that, wow, you might just really like me too, but I feel like there's that insecurity right now that's existing. All right. So that's what they have for you, Sean. So many blessings to you. And then lastly but not leastly, we got Moonlight. Thank you again for your donations earlier and for your free question. What's coming for you this weekend? All right, let's take a look here. What do they want you to know about this weekend? All right. These are them. Wow. You got both the King of Wands and the King of Cups. Now, I normally don't read these as individuals all the time, but I do feel like these are two individuals. Masculine energy doesn't mean that they're males, but they have very strong divine masculine energy in them, very strong individuals. One fire sign, one, a wonderful balance between head and heart. One is just really, that King of Wands is a Sagittarius kind of. mature fire, and the King of Cups is kind of like a mature Pisces energy that comes in with some Aquarius. I like how they have the signs next to there because the kings do both of these kings have air behind them, but of course they roll over fire and water, but they both have air. But the King of Cups is kind of someone I feel like you come across just a couple people, and I don't know like if it's a gathering, if it's hanging out or online or whatever it may be, but you come across these two individuals and one's like spicy, fiery, wah, and one's really kind of calm and considerate and they're intelligent, but they can communicate and they can express emotion. King of Cups is like one of those cards that are a perfect fit, a very compatible person. So it's like almost like you come in kind of come across two individuals where, you know, one is fun and one is who you marry. That's funny that your guys represent it that way. But it's like those movies. It's like, well, you can either date them for and have a lot of fun, but it will only last, 3 months max. Or you can date this person and you'll have a very compatible, beautiful relationship for life if you want it. It's like, what am I in the mood for, right? All right. But that's what's coming in for you, Moonlight. Hopefully that resonates for you. All right, everybody. Thank you again for all your love and all your support. I appreciate you guys so much. And thank you for your patience in getting to those readings. I will be back tomorrow morning at 11, tomorrow night at 6 p.m., all Mountain Time, as well as on Sunday, 11 a.m. Mountain Time. Sundays, whatever I don't get to as far as free readings, I do come back on later in the afternoon and complete them all for Sunday. So if you've been trying and if you want to try tomorrow, try tomorrow morning if it's convenient, tomorrow night. And if I am not able to get to your free reading, definitely come in on Sunday because I'll make sure you get a message before the end of the weekend. All right. All right, everybody. Remember, every second of every day of your life, you truly are eternally and unconditionally loved by the Mother and the Father of all things, our Creator. And of course, I love you too. So until I see you again, much love. Hang in there. Take care of yourself. We'll see you soon.